So today's videos, hopefully I'm going to hit multiple lakes, is coming to lakes along the Cascade Lake Highway that I've never fished. So right now I'm on Big Lava Lake. I've been here once many years ago, but just kind of paddled around. I didn't really fish. So I am excited to, put my skills to the test, see if we can't find fish and catch them, and hopefully do it in short order. I'm going to talk to you about different, techniques I use to find them, and of course how I select my gear. So first thing I think about is what kind of fish am I targeting? Oftentimes I'm targeting trout. Today I'm targeting rainbow trout, potentially some brook trout. So rainbow trout, pretty diverse. I could come out here and cast bait, spinners, spoons, plugs, dodgers, and various rigs. I know all those work. But I have, tried and trues, which I often start with, but I don't hesitate to switch up if I feel like it's not working, or maybe something would work better, or even just to test something new. So if you've seen my Crane Prairie video, you saw this dodger and this purple super squid, and it was just awesome. Annihilated the fish. So I'm going to start with one rig, fishing that. And my other rig is another tried and true, and that is a 2-inch Lyman. I did decide, even though the kokanee Lyman is often my favorite, this is maybe my second favorite, the crawdad. I decided to go with the crawdad, just because, So put a little piece of worm on there. I don't always run that, but I do feel like it can help. And I found that sometimes those fish will come up and nip at that worm, and they'll keep coming back. So it really, I feel like, adds to the presentation, because it adds a little more wiggle behind the lure, or kind of at the back of the lure, and of course a little flavor when they come up and nip at it. So I start with my tried and trues. If I'm thinking smaller fish, I may not have went with these, which one of the lakes I may hit later today or tomorrow. I probably won't go with like a super squid if I'm running a dodger, and I definitely wouldn't go to the bigger dodgers. I would run maybe a little something smaller, so we'll see. But that's what I'm going to start with. The other thing that I do is I look at the topo maps. I have an app. It's like iNautical or something like that. There's Navionics, other ones out there, but I look at the topo lines and try to compare to previous experience catching fish, and what I'm looking at a new lake. So I know the deeper part of the lake's kind of across the way, so I'm going to start kind of cruising through a little bit shallower water. Then I'm probably going to go down that shoreline. The other key piece that I always do is I'm, investigating areas that I've predetermined I'm going to fish, is I look for activity, and I don't hesitate to change it up if I see, a lot of fish activity in a certain area. So that's what I do. Let's see if it works. Hopefully fish to come. There we go. It got hit 2 or 3 times, and I picked it up and gave it just a little bit more of a push. Oh, did I just lose it? And oh, dang it, I lost it. Should have started reeling instead of talking, but we'll see. Maybe it'll come back. All right, came back. Phil's not too shabby, but these rainbows fight pretty hard, or the brookies actually, so could be either. And we'll see, but doesn't feel too shabby. So we got a little further around the lake, and I see a lot of fish rising. The other thing that I didn't mention when I was talking about lure selection, he's actually pulling me around a little, is to not forget about the depth, right? So I have on 2 lures that I can run pretty shallow, and there we go. And that's intentional. So especially early in the morning and when the water temps are cold, which were 42 degrees, I want to be able to run really shallow. So both of these lures, I can get into probably 7 or 8 feet of water and not have any issues. So I've been kind of cutting in and out off some shallow points and just trying to vary that depth and really just kind of hunting for those fish, which is one of the things I love about trolling is, you know, you're covering ground and just hunting for fish. So the other thing, don't leave fish to find fish. Now we just caught one. I'm going to keep going a little ways further. If I don't catch anything else, I'm probably going to go back down through there. So hopefully some more fish to come. Let's get this guy back in the water. Well, get him released. He's been in the water. Oh yeah, really pretty fish. So there we go. What a nice fish. Off it goes. All right, so I decided I'd reel in the Lyman because I kind of quit pedaling while I was taking care of that fish. And as soon as I started reeling, immediately, just wham, fish hit. And it's a better fish. I thought I had turned on the camera. It was rip and drag, and I wasn't recording. So we'll get him in the net. I better just a really nice looking ring. There we go. So this fish I just caught is kind of what I've heard about for Lava Lake. Just big, healthy rainbows. And he has a few copepods on his fins and stuff too, but just looks nice and healthy. Yeah, that's a slab. Wow. What a fish. I mean, that thing's gotta be 16 inches long, maybe a little longer. Just a heck of a fish. So we'll get him back in the water real quick too. All right. I can quit pedaling, so I was just going to change out that 2-inch Lyman, even though it caught the better fish. My thought is to go with a 4-inch Lyman and really try to target those big fish. But we'll see. Hopefully I don't regret that and not catch anything where that 2-incher did catch something. This one feels similar to the first one I caught on the Dodger. Oh, it's a little bigger than that first one on the Dodger. Oh, he's off. About hooked myself. All right, well, one that got away. That's okay. What I've been noticing is there's kind of some points that come out. It's a really steep bank, and these points come out, and rainbows aren't always associated with structure, but it's definitely where I'm seeing most of the fish on the fish finder is off these points. And more importantly, that's where I've been getting my bites. So oftentimes I'll be seeing fish, but if I'm not catching those fish, you know, I'll either keep cruising, but I'll maybe make a mark and then go back to that spot and see if, you know, maybe they're going the other direction or something. But I keep thinking I'm going to turn around and go back through that area where I caught the first 2 fish, but I'm, you know, getting bites as I just did. I had that other fish right at the kayak and lost it. And I'm just seeing, man, I'm seeing lots of big, nice marks. So I'm just going to keep cruising, and then I'll eventually turn around and head back. Okay, well, another moment where I stopped and caught a fish again. I snagged that one on the bottom in some weeds or something. Then it broke loose, so I reeled it in, and then I started reeling this one in. Got a fish again. Doesn't feel as good as maybe the last one, but I did switch to a 4-incher. I've got the It's the Stairway to Heaven zombie. I'm not going to put the head cam on. There we go. Woo, don't hook me. There we go. Add a little more line. Oh, he's waking up now. It's funny how they'll do that. He comes right in. Then I'm messing around. There we go. All right. Woo. He has some other line in him. So we'll try to clip that and get him, you know, cleared out a little. Oh, it's right in his mouth. So I think we'll be able to get it out. There we go. Okay. Give him a bit of a breath. I don't want to let go of this because it has both hooks. My hook and the one that I got out. So we're just going to give him a quick breath. All right. There we go. Another nice rainbow. Off he goes. So untangle it. Okay. So first off, there's the Stairway to Heaven zombie. If it's still November 2023 and you want one of these lures, look on my videos and find the lure giveaway video. I have it in two, a lake trout fishing video, and then I have an independent video that's under a minute. It'll tell you how to get one of these. So check that out. Great lure. Catches big giant lake trout. I have another video of it doing that. Little rainbows, big rainbows, you name it. Great lure. So cool. Then look at this guy. He had that in him, so glad we got it out. All right, hopefully a few more fish to come. All right, fish on. This feels like a really good one. Wow. Once again, I'm gonna just quit pedaling. That lineman back there will float. Okay, it's not quite fighting as hard now, but still a really good fish. So I really feel like structure has been crucial today, and like I've said in many other videos, not always the case with rainbows. But I'm gonna put some screenshots of this app I use. It has both a free version and a paid version. And I did switch to the paid version. Whoa. Whoa, that is a big, nice, fat. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, geez. Tangled him in the net. There we go. But it has a free and a paid version. I just switched to the paid version, and what it does, it gives you the ability to use it when you're at a reception, and it also shows your location, which is really cool, especially in the kayak, because my fish finder doesn't have the topo maps. It does have GPS, but like today, I've been actually looking at kind of how those structures are and targeting those points, and I'm catching fish. This is definitely the biggest fish of the day, I would say. And whew, yeah, I'm excited about that. We're just gonna let him keep breathing in the net. Get him up here. Oh yeah, if I can. Oh, come here. There we go. Man, this has got to be a... Oh. Come here. A 3-4 pound fish, I'd say. Come here. There we go. Excellent. It's a planter. It's had to have been in here, I mean, at least a couple years. But what a beautiful fish. Just hard to beat. That's just awesome. I'm going to get a couple pictures, get it back in the water for a minute, and send it on its way. So I decided to take a few casts while I was sitting here because I've been, seeing just so many fish below me on that point where I just caught that really big one on the Dodger. And I didn't turn the camera on to watch me casting. I'm trying to kind of preserve space and battery because I'm going to fish a long day today, all day, multiple bodies of water. And on my second cast on this Lyman, I got a fish on. So I think feels like a pretty good one. Oh yeah, it's a good one coming out of the water. Yeah, we'll take it. Not quite as big as that last one, but goodness. I guess we better get the net. All right, there we go. Nice. Get him out of here. Oh, he wanted out of here. All right, another on the Lyman. We're gonna try to keep trolling. Since that lure sinks, it's easier to keep moving and reduces my risk of snagging on the bottom. Feels like a pretty decent fish. Not the biggest of the day, but not bad. Yeah, it's not that big. Just a fighter. There we go. All right, well, that's going to do it for Big Lava Lake. I'm cruising back across, and I'm going to hit Little Lava. Maybe I'll catch some more fish on my way out, but I just wanted to, kind of do an overview of what we're doing here. So spend the time, look at the topographical before you hit the water. Use previous knowledge that you've got catching fish on similar bodies of water. Don't hesitate to use those lures that you trust in, but more importantly, don't hesitate to switch them off if they're not working. And if you're not finding fish, change it up, go deeper, go shallower, just, really change it up. That's what I did today. I kind of had a game plan in mind, and it happened pretty close to exactly what I, was planning on doing, but it generally doesn't work out quite that well. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. I've got new bodies of water coming, down the line. I'm headed over to hit Little Lava next. Catch you later and fish on.